Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2020 Music Department Band Banquet. My name is Paul Brennan, and I'll be one of your hosts this evening. So will Mr. Byrne and Dr. Morton. Tonight, we're going to celebrate all of our students' wonderful achievements, as well as talk about memories of past from the 2019 season, as well as orchestra and choir performances. 2019 was a very interesting year. As we get through this pandemic together, I want all the students to know that you are not alone. We will all get through this together with love and support from everyone around you. You are not alone. The class of 2020 is a special group of kids facing this crazy time, and I want you to know that I love and support everything about the class of 2020. You've endured so much this past year, and I want to congratulate every single one of you for a job well done, persevering and pushing through this crazy time. So congratulations. The 2019 band season was a very interesting year for sure. Wildflowers was an amazing show for the students. Not only was it an intense show, but it also brought a lot of angst and a lot of anxiety to the show. A very long program. It was so long that we had to have amazing parent volunteers coming and rehearsing with the program during our night rehearsals, pushing on and off. It was an amazing experience, something I will truly never forget. And for those parents who came and supported us, for the band boosters, Darren Chan and all the band boosters, for my admin, Jen Schaub, Larry Piazza, and of course, Sue Pang, thank you all so much for our job well done this year. There's no way we could have gone through this season without you guys, without your support and love. And I want to thank every single one of you for everything you've done this past year for the students of Homestead. Thank you so much. Wildflowers, again, was about transcendence and about what the world is truly about, not about what the world may seem to be at times. The battle between what's right and what's wrong, and using the costume change as our canvas to spread color and joy throughout the whole entire field, bringing back the trombone section once again to Homestead. What an amazing experience for everyone to be a part of. It's one I will truly enjoy missing, especially seeing the kids at the end of the season full of love and full of joy in their hearts, with tears in their eyes, something I will always truly reflect on for many years to come. And I want to thank all the students from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful time. Thank you so much.
The Western Band Association is proud to present drum majors Minji Kim, Kylie Vincent, Jenna Yee, and Jake Lavovitz, and the Homestead Mighty Mustang Marching Band and Color Guard from Homestead High School in 2019 WBA Grand Championships.
Hey everybody, if you're like me, during this past couple months, you've seen some pretty amazing videos showing virtual choirs or virtual bands. Those videos, uh, what people don't realize is they take a lot of energy behind the scenes, time of people with good tools doing sound engineering and video engineering for hundreds of hours. So it's a lot harder than it looks. With that said, we've been doing some virtual recordings in my orchestra classes in the jazz ensemble. And we've got this one I would like to share with you. I want to thank my daughter, Alexa Byrne, for doing the video editing. And so now please enjoy the Homestead High School Jazz Ensemble live from their bedrooms across Sunnyvale and Cupertino, Los Altos, performing Gordon Goodwin's Jazz Police. One, two, 1, 2, 3.
The Green and White Awards are awarded to every single class, freshman through senior, and they're awarded to the most outstanding musician at Homestead. Not only are they to represent the most outstanding musician, but they also reflect on their rehearsal etiquette and the rapport with their colleagues, always going on the call to help others. Here are the Freshman Awards. Congratulations to Avery Chen, Theodore Sweet, Ayaka Fujita, George Heller, Karen Asakawa, and Riko Harata. Congratulations. From the sophomore class, congratulations to Virginia Anderson, Sayaka Imura, Allison Park, Nathaniel Terados, AJ Jasula, Lux Saravasta, and Irene Lynn. Congratulations. To the junior class, congratulations to Edwin He, Jacob Labovitz, Benjamin Schaefer, Kabir Barata, and Jake Guidi. Congratulations. And for the class of 2020, congratulations to Ryan Liu, Cassandra Bilek, Justin Chan, and Sam Nassau. Congratulations. The Directors Awards are presented to students who exemplify the best of the best from on and off the field performance. Not only do they show the best of the best from an outstanding musician standpoint, but their leadership skills also reflect on their dedication to others, trying to be the best of the best for each other. It's a very unselfish award, and it's my honor to present it to two outstanding students. Their first student was a four-year student, was also a leader for the past 2 years, and was pivotal in its success for a major section. Not only does this person enjoy playing their instrument, but also has many outstanding outside activities as well. The other student was also a four-year member and exemplifies the best of the best regarding their leadership on and off the field as well. The performance this year was truly inspiring and led other people to really exemplify themselves as that person. This person also has other outside activities, including drum and bugle corps. It is my honor and privilege to award the two recipients of the 2020 Homestead Directors Award to Aiden Lin and Sam LaSalle. Congratulations. The John Philip Sousa Award is considered the top award for any high school musician. The John Philip Sousa Award is synonymous for the bandsman of the 20th century and exemplifies the best outstanding student overall in the music department. This person was a four-year member, was a joy to teach every day in class, and took on a tremendous amount of leadership responsibility this year. Trying to help out others way beyond his scope, he reached out to me many times for guidance and insight on how to be the best person to help his fellow colleagues. Truly an inspirational student. I remember this one time at Bands of America, myself, him, and his brother had a tremendous amount of emotion on the field at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it's a memory I will never, ever forget. Truly a special human being. It's my honor and privilege to announce the 2020 John Philip Sousa Award winner to Kai Chen. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. Mr. Byrne here, and I want to give just a really quick shout out to each of the orchestra seniors. Ji-Young Shim, thank you for your excellent violin playing and for bringing levity to orchestra class, whether it be by asking questions that I had just said the answer to, but probably half the class didn't know the answer either, or whether it be by your grogginess, which helps teach all of us that it's important to go to sleep at a reasonable hour if you want to be coherent the next day. Thank you, Darren Biscup. Thank you for your wonderful violin and piano playing in orchestra these past several years, your piano playing on West Side Story this fall, added a lot to that piece. Thank you to Caroline Lee. Thank you for your dedication and positive attitude. You, along with a handful of others, have really taken to heart the positive culture and service leadership ideas that Teresa Wu made the norm for Homestead Orchestra. Thank you, Janani Ganesh. Thank you for your patience in me taking all 4 years to say your first name correctly. Thank you for your excellent viola playing, service leadership, and bright smile. Thank you, Naomi Ho. Thank you for your service leadership, wonderful cello and piano playing, and for being the leader of the diverse and energetic cello section. You led the sectionals with patience and persistence, not always easy to do. Thank you, Daniel Yao. Daniel, you brought joy and happiness into the orchestra room every time you entered it, even if it was a little late. And your cello playing is very musical. And although you probably don't want me to mention this, I have found your ability to blend right in socially and musically, even though you have severe eyesight limitations, is inspiring. Thank you, Daniel. And finally, thank you, Ben Lobach. Like your brother before you, thank you for your wonderful bass playing in orchestra. It's been a joy to see you develop as a total musician, both in orchestra and jazz ensemble, over your 4 years at Homestead. Thank you, orchestra seniors. Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Byrne here, and I'm really excited to give out some awards for orchestra and jazz ensemble. The first set of awards is called the Green and White Awards, and Green and White Awards are given to outstanding students who give of themselves over and above what is asked in class. So these are students who show not just great musicianship, but great service leadership, even if they're not, leaders by title. So these also, the Green and White Awards, are traditionally given to non-seniors, although once in a while we might give an exception. So without any further ado, the first Green and White Award winner is Mikhail Studenkov, our pianist and jazz band. The second Green and White Award winner is Matthew Yu, our tenor lead and soloist in jazz band. And our third Green and White Award goes to Sabrina Kim, Senior, but I wanted to give her special recognition for taking the initiative to being the first ever violinist in the Homestead Jazz Ensemble, and she became a great soloist as well. So, speaking of violin, moving on to orchestra Green and White Awards. The first Green and White Award for orchestra goes to Benjamin Sun, a great first violinist and hard worker. The second goes to Brian Law, principal violist, who's doing great work on the viola. And our third Green and White Award winner goes to Saman Shrestha. Saman is just a really dedicated student to the orchestra, shows up early, stays late, always a smile on his face, always hardworking, just really epitomizes the culture that I value in the Homestead Orchestra. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Neil Griffin Jazz Scholarship. So Neil Griffin played tenor sax in the Homestead Jazz Ensemble when I played trumpet in the Homestead Jazz Ensemble. You can actually see me in that picture because I have a lot of yellow hair. Neil went on to become a musician in the military and dedicated his life to helping others as a pastor and as a family and youth counselor. He left us far too soon from a rare and sudden illness a few years ago, and his wonderful family created this scholarship in his name to encourage and support other Homestead Jazz Ensemble students in their positive pursuits, musical and otherwise. This year's recipient has been in the band program all 4 years, but more recently joined the jazz ensemble. Because of his calm, focused demeanor, outstanding work ethic and reliability, and musical gift, he has become one of the strongest student leaders in the band program and one of the strongest musicians in the jazz ensemble. I could still be talking about several members of the jazz ensemble right now. This band is full of great kids this year, but the one getting this scholarship is one of our outstanding drummers. Congratulations this year. The Neil Griffin Scholarship winner is Justin Chan. Congratulations, Justin. Okay, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to the most outstanding senior in the jazz ensemble. Thanks to the generosity of Neil Griffin's family, both the Neil Griffin Scholarship and the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award come with a nice monetary award. This year's Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to a student that has been in both jazz ensemble and orchestra at various times throughout his years at Homestead. His respectful, quiet, and always positive demeanor has made him a joy to have in class. He is a true lover of music and of jazz music. He is one of a few students that would, all on their own, give up their lunch or after school time to play in jazz combo with other like-minded students. He can play bass almost as well as he plays guitar. This year's Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to one of our outstanding soloists in the jazz band, Ben Lobach. Congratulations, Ben. Now moving on to the Director's Award for Orchestra. In recent years, the culture of the Homestead Orchestra has beautifully developed as an inclusive, welcoming, supportive, and fun space for student musicians. This year's recipient, although not the most talented violinist in the class, epitomizes the culture and dedication that makes Homestead Orchestra so special. She sets up chairs before class, puts them away after class. She asks me the right questions in class to get me back on track. She's always on task herself and encourages those around her to stay on task. And she does all of this without ever being asked to do so. A great leader does what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether anybody has asked them to do it or not. And this student is an example of that kind of great leadership. She's a valuable member to the orchestra student leader team, and it's no surprise to me to discover that she plays Korean drums outside of school because her washboard playing was a highlight of our performance of the famous fiddle tune Orange Blossom Special last year. Please join me in congratulating this year's Director's Award in Orchestra, Carolyn Lee. And now the final award that I'm giving tonight is the National School Orchestra Association Outstanding Senior in Orchestra Award. This year's NSOA Outstanding Senior Award goes to a student that has been in orchestra all 4 years, has been in chamber orchestra since sophomore year, performed in the pit orchestra for our spring musical, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and would have performed in our pit this spring if we had been able to put on The Music Man, as we had rehearsed a few times. She played a valuable role musically and organizationally when a small group of orchestra students put the Schubert Trout Quintet together and earned a command performance at the CMEA State Solo Festival. And she plays a valuable role both musically and organizationally for the entire orchestra program as a section leader and as a valuable member of the orchestra student leader team. Please join me in congratulating this year's NSOA Outstanding Orchestra Senior Award to Naomi Ho. So just some final comments before I send the video off to the next exciting video presentation. 2 years ago, when Mr. Weingartner left Homestead, and as I was beginning my term as CMEA president, we needed to hire a new band director at Homestead. We needed someone with the experience and understanding of what it takes to run a high-powered band program like Homestead. We wanted someone that had the correct philosophy about music education, someone that will push the students to attain high standards, but someone that realizes that the students themselves are more important than any trophy or score from a judge. And Mr. Rendon was that person for Homestead High School. He took the Homestead Band to Grand Nationals his first year on the job, which is a crazy undertaking for someone who's been on the job for many years. But he knew those seniors had been counting on that trip, and he did it for the kids. This picture shows him and myself with Dr. Tim Lossenheiser, who is just sort of a grandfather for a national band and a warm and genuine person. And so this picture is so meaningful for me to share that moment on the Grand National Championship field with Dr. Tim and Paul Rendon. Last year's Homestead Field Show, Wildflowers, will remain a favorite of mine among the 28 field shows that I've been a part of so far. The band morphed in front of our eyes from a clean, slick marching band into a wild, energetic group of individuals emoting from the heart. It was beautiful. And it was really Paul Rendon's kind of show. I consider myself very fortunate to have Paul as a friend. He gave his absolute all to the Homestead Band program these past 2 years. In his departure, he teaches us all in a powerful way one more valuable lesson, that family comes first. So thank you so much to Paul Rendon. And just a few more thank yous before I end my portion. Thank you to the Music Boosters, who are amazing, and what they do for the Homestead Music Program is an example for other Music Booster programs across the state and really the nation. Thank you to the percussion staff led by Dave Sankis, Kyle Long, Alex Swink, and Daniel Piazza. There's something special about percussion at Homestead, and watching that percussion night the last week or two really always drives that home for me. What we want is for students to get an amazing experience of performing arts and how magical that is, and an amazing feeling of togetherness and teamwork and lifelong memories. Percussion gets that, as do all the programs. I want to thank our color guard leaders, Sean Gongwer and Ricky Contreras, for their amazing work with our outstanding color guard program. I want to thank Marcelino Nambo, who leads the visual staff that has made the Homestead Marching Band what it is. And then we miss you. I miss you. Watching video of students performing and students rehearsing with directors makes me just literally homesick. There is no substitute for making music and doing performing arts as a group of students together. And we will get back to that. I don't know how soon, but it will happen. But I also know that we will continue to give students valuable and meaningful performing arts experiences in any way we can. And that as we move forward slowly, we need to remember that safety comes first, and we realize that our economy is in trouble nationally, and the state budget is in trouble, which means our school budgets are in trouble, and we know that our music booster budget is going to be in trouble too, because our family budgets are in trouble, because so many people are getting impacted negatively by the economy just literally shutting down. But no matter what school looks like in the fall, learning music and maintaining our sense of community is something we can still do. Band, orchestra, choir, color guard, give kids social and emotional wellness, which is so important for students these days, to have a support group that we work together to be a part of. And though it will be more difficult as we continue distance learning for at least the rest of the spring, it's still palpable when I see students in groups in these Zoom calls. I know that that sense of that the benefit of social and emotional wellness through working together in positive ways um, is still something we're offering students, and teaching music and performing arts in new and creative ways. My students are getting to do composing for the first time, in addition to working on performances in the best way we can. So though the future is uncertain, keep being active and supportive of music and performing arts as a valuable element to our high school education. That's really my final message to you all. Have a great summer, and we'll, to the seniors, thank you for 4 amazing years. Holy cow, what amazing years those have been. Tournament of Roses for the band, Carnegie Hall for the orchestra, and keep relying and being there for each other as we get through the challenges. All right, and on to the next part of today's fun evening.
Hello, everybody. My name is Darren Chan, and I'm the president of the Homestead High School Music Boosters. Our mission is to support the music program, and I would like to take a few minutes to look back at an amazing school year and recognize some folks. First of all, there were over 100 people who helped tremendously throughout this year, and I apologize in advance if I accidentally missed anyone. What you're seeing here is an example of one of the great memories that we had. Rehearsal fell on Halloween this year, and you can see the great community spirit during the trunk and treat. To start with, Daniel, Sue, and Jen were with us seemingly 24/7. They organized and communicated events, handled all the crises with grace, and made sure that the band members were taken care of both in mind and body. Now, I want to take you back to the beginning of the season when both new and returning members assembled during band camp, which was led by Carol and Rendella. They made sure everyone was hydrated, well rested, and even offered treats. At the end of band camp, we hosted a great potluck, including spiritware. Thank you so much for Wendy and Robin for your help in this. Throughout the whole year, Tony dedicated an incredible amount of time to lead our Avaya program. True story, I met Tony on a dark street to sign insurance paperwork. Tony persisted in making sure that this program is there to help many families. To make sure our band looked great, Eliza and Bruce worked during the week, on weekends, as well as at all the events. Maris, Rhoda, Annette, and others were tremendous help, with ducks as well as needle, thread, and tape. The uniforms always arrived at the competitions, thanks to Jenny and Craig. When we were home during the football games, the work started during the week with planning, shopping, baking, and cleaning. On game day, there was early work to prep the snack shack. Allison and Afshin were amazing in how they handled inventory, safety, operations, training, and sales. Azine was critical in how she helped keep the finances in shape. and Mark was a master griller. After their halftime show, the marchers were really looking forward to their baked potatoes and root beer floats. This looks like a fun group, led by Mary, Angeles, and Carlos. When we went on away trips, the chaperones, led by Deborah Smith, was there to make sure all the needs are taken care of. There were early mornings, very, very late nights, and countless hours of bus trips. During the competitions and trips, the food was delicious and comforting. Brian and Sandy were organized and efficient. In addition to taking care of preparation, setup, service, and cleanup, Glenda, Carlos, and Angeles even took time to give us homemade horchata, hot chocolate, and other goodies. All these memories are captured by a crack team of photographers and videographers. Jim, Russell, Anson, Eddie, and Carl lugged speakers onto the field, took countless hours of band and concert videos from the Crow's Nest, and there was also a few drone sightings. We should all thank Russell for putting together the wonderful montage video this evening. We have all seen the bridge, the front panels, the flowers, and all the other props. Huge thanks to this team who donated their know-how, power tools, and muscles to the setup and maintenance of the props. I also want to thank Wanda for organizing the home show and to Kelvin for hosting the event. It was such a great opportunity to perform in front of those closest to us. Last but not least, I had a wonderful year with this amazing board. We took the responsibility seriously to support the Homestead music programs. The board worked hard throughout the entire year to make sure that the students had a wonderful experience. We used to meet in the choir room, but for now, we're all on video conference. There were so many heroic efforts from this board. A perfect example is our treasurer, Meredith Smith, who is such an alumni that her child didn't recently graduate. She graduated long ago. But Meredith has spent countless hours behind the scenes making sure that we are financially healthy. Susan Pimlott has worked double time as a secretary while also being the winter percussion liaison and main coordinator. Shanna Belford has been our guard liaison and coordinator. Allison Halady, in addition to her transportation and snack shack roles, also found a time to help me with these pictures. Thanks, Allison. So please join me in thanking all of our amazing volunteers, and take care, everyone.
Hi, I'm Carol Pugh, representing the Scholarship Committee of the Homestead High School Music Boosters. Today, I'm delighted to announce the winners of 6 $500 scholarships given to senior music students who have been involved in color guard, marching band, orchestra, or any of the band classes. These students were chosen from those who applied for their leadership, contribution to the music department and their fellow students, and statements that they wrote about how music has impacted their lives. So, in no particular order, let me introduce you to our recipients. The first recipient began playing piano and sax in 3rd grade, but switched to the trombone in 10th grade with the encouragement of Mr. Byrne and Mr. Weingartner. During his junior year, Mr. Rendon's passion for excellence from wind ensembles spurred the student to really improve his skills. During his senior year, the student helped lead the trombone choir because he liked playing in small ensembles and there weren't many opportunities to do that. After graduation, this recipient will be pursuing an education in trombone performance. His message to his classmates is to know that you can accomplish anything if you put your mind to it. Please join me in congratulating Ryan Liu. Our next winner has been in marching band all 4 years, 1 year of winter percussion, and 4 years of band classes. She has held leadership positions as assistant and senior drum major in marching band and told us about how she has gained confidence, discipline, stability, and learned the value of responsibility from participating in the Homestead Music Program. She had this to share with her classmates. I want people to know how lucky we are to be part of such an incredible music program. There is truly nothing like it, and it has shaped me into who I am today and undoubtedly set me up for success in my future. I have met all of my closest friends through the music program and have gained so much knowledge from the instructors, to whom I am forever thankful. Please join me in congratulating Kylie Vincent. Our next recipient spent 3 seasons in color guard before moving over to drumline in marching band. where she helped the bass section lead role this past fall. Making the move from guard to band was a big shift, but one that has had a positive impact on this student's life. During her junior year, she went through a really rough time, but today she says that the love given by her marching band family played a major role in her healing. She told us how much she enjoyed spreading joy to those around her and leading by example, demonstrating encouragement and patience. She has loved taking care of Bass Dino, getting to know Jim the photographer well, sharing fist bumps and nicknames with Mr. Rendon, and being known as the Pumpkin Spice Girls in Color Guard. Her words of wisdom to her colleagues are, "The love that you spread saves lives." So love the program, love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. You all deserve to be happy. You've probably all figured out by now that this recipient is Sophia Serrato. The next winner is another percussionist who also describes himself as having an insatiable passion for music. He told us the story of how he overcame some very poor behavior on the part of some of his bandmates and learned great lessons on staying focused, being disciplined, overcoming adversity, and maintaining his motivation even when knocked down. His role as the drum set player during his senior year gave him the opportunity to model good team behavior, being encouraging and welcoming to all students. This student said, "I want to emphasize the importance of setting a good example for those around you. Especially in a program like marching band, the older students are absolutely role models for the younger students. It is necessary that you act in a way that you would want others to replicate. I also want to say how important it is not to give up on music, no matter the circumstances. Music can provide so much happiness and fulfillment to your life if you dedicate yourself to it." Please join me in congratulating Zachary Sherman. Our next recipient told the story of how he knew he wanted to be part of the music community after seeing the marching band as a middle schooler. He walked away from seeing the band that first time knowing he wanted to have the sense of community, family, passion, and go to Disneyland. Note that music is not mentioned as part of the experience. The student added, "And yes, I did go to Disneyland 3 times in my marching career, but it is the people I met along the way, the passion and devotion they showed, and the leadership and true friendship they displayed that has left a deep imprint on my character." Being the woodwind captain for marching band during his senior year gave the student a chance to demonstrate the learned skills by being inclusive of new students, pushing for excellence on the field, and staying focused on the task at hand. This student has the following words for his colleagues: "If there's one thing I learned, it's to always cherish your time. Never will the moment be the same, never will band be the same, and there is nothing like the unique experience of the Homestead Marching Band." That means working hard in every band camp, every practice, and every performance. Give it your all for your friends, your section, your band, your instructors, your leaders, and yourself. Of course, this student is Aiden Lynn. Congratulations, Aiden. Our final recipient today has participated in 4 years of marching band, 4 years of winter percussion, 4 years of band classes, 1 year of jazz ensemble, and taken AP Music Theory. All of these classes have helped lead him to the decision to focus on music after high school. This person is a self-described introvert who entered high school without a solid or enjoyable social and extracurricular foundation. Though he found it difficult to talk to lots of different people, being included in the inclusive, positive, and hardworking music community have helped him grow to the point where he was able to achieve his goal of being an approachable and kind peer to everyone around him. His favorite marching band memory was Homestead's 2017 WBA Championships performance of his favorite marching band show, Enchanted. His favorite winter percussion memory was Homestead's 2019 WGI Championships performance of The Space Between, because all of their hard work paid off in that final performance. His advice for others is to work hard, follow your passion, and be a kind person. He also wants students to embrace their time in the music program and value each moment. He would like to thank his family, fellow students, parents, and teachers for their support and encouragement. Have you figured it out yet? This person is Justin Chan. Please join me in congratulating each of these students. The Music Boosters thanks each of them and all of those who applied for the scholarships for their hard work and contributions to the music department. We send them off into the next chapter of their lives, wishing them the very best. Thank you.
What is this?
Whoa, is that a block H?
Do you know how to get a block H?
No, I have no idea because I don't read any of Miss Feldman's emails.
Oh, I think it's counting your seasons. I should probably
how
count
many
mine.
seasons have you done, Ian?
2.
Congratulations to this year's Block H recipients for 4 or more seasons of performing arts. Hi guys, welcome to the 2019 music banquet, I guess. So I'm Kylie. I was one of the co-head drum majors for the last marching band season.
And I'm Minji. I'm the other co-head drum major for last season.
We were asked to be part of this virtual banquet to announce the 2020 leadership team for the marching band. So here we go.
We're going to start off with the color guard. The captains will be Grace, Amy, and Adi. And the student leaders will be Caitlin, Emily, Kate, Morgan, Katie, Kayla, and Haley.
For front ensemble, the captain is going to be Sarah, the assistant section leader is Irene, and the electronics section leader is Tasia. For drumline, the battery captain and snare section leader, Jenny, the quad section leader, Ethan, the bass section leader is Louisa, and the cymbal section leader is Evelyn.
For the contras, the section leader will be Sean, and the student leader will be Jonathan. For the baritones, the section leaders will be Nathaniel and Sayaka, and the student leader will be Adarsh. For mellophones, the section leaders will be Eileen and Danny, and the student leader will be Ben. For trumpets, the section leaders will be Tiffany and Kinsey, and the student leaders will be Keenan and Virginia. And for the brass captains will be Raymond House and Jack Weedy.
So for the tenor saxophones, our section leader is going to be Matthew, and our student leader is Kevin. For the alto saxophones, our section leaders are going to be Kobe and Lydia, and our student leaders are Christopher, who goes by Andrew, and Ayaka. For the bass clarinets, our section leaders are Noah and Marie Claire. For the clarinets, our section leaders are going to be Alex and Caitlin, and our student leaders are Aaron and Tia and Lauren. For the flutes, our section leaders are Sandra and Lynn, and our student leaders are Avery, Andrea, Daniel. For the woodwind captains this year, we have Anna and Edwin. And the head drum majors for this year, no surprise, we have Jenna and Jake coming back. And for the assistants, the first person, I met her at a party her freshman year, my sophomore year, or not sophomore year, but she is one of the most genuine people I've ever met. She reminds me a lot of myself. I've wanted her in this position for a very long time. I think she has a very bright future. So I'm pleased to announce Allison Park.
And for the next assistant drum major, I met this person this year, and I thought that this person was not a freshman, and I thought that he was actually a junior. But I got to know him through band, and I'm so glad to have met him. I also got to know him through auditions for various different groups, and this person is George Heller. Congratulations.
For our last thing that we're going to do some shout outs. None of this would be possible without the music boosters. Obviously, they are the most supportive people, and this is not possible without them. So we want to give a huge shout out to them for making all this possible. And next, the parent volunteers. Again, we can't do this without them. They are crucial to every single show and event we do, between props and food and keeping the kids happy and being able to perform. So they are one of the most essential parts of this program, I feel.
And we want to say thank you to the staff. Without you guys, we would not be at the place where we are now. The members love you guys, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you for being there to help us through our pathways, and we hope to use what you guys taught us for our future. And we wanted to do a special shout out for Mr. Rendon. Thank you for being so kind and for leading this band for 2 years. I mean, it's a terrific job. It's hard. It's a lot of work, and we really wanted to say thank you. I guess that really concludes this entire thing.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
just want to say the 2019 season was amazing. There's a lot of firsts in there. So I think from both of us, we want to thank everyone in the marching band for having such a great year and working hard. And the show turned out really good in the end. And I think we had a great season. And I think you guys have a really bright future ahead of you. So that's all for us.
Congratulations to the 2020 student leadership team. All right. Bye.
To the staff, I want to say thank you so much for loving and caring about the students at Homestead. It truly was inspiring to see you all work so intimately with the kids, giving them every single ounce of energy you had to get them to perform, learn, and execute a tremendous, difficult show. Thank you so much for collaborating with me and being a part of the Homestead family. I am truly going to miss our moments together. Thank you so much for being who you are. To the admin team, Jen Schaub, Daniel Piazza, and Sue Pang, thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful ride. These past 2 years have brought us not just as friends, but really a collaborative effort to get this program, this family, on the road every week safely, giving up 7 days a week of your time just for marching band. And I couldn't be thankful so much of your time. You guys mean the world to me, and I will forever be grateful for your time given to the program for these kids. Daniel Piazza, Sue Ping, thank you so much for everything you've done. I truly will miss our moments together, our laughs, our jokes, and our conversations about our families. Thank you so much for sharing time with me. Jen Schaub, you and I spent a lot of time together, and forever you will always have a close part of my heart. You have always embraced me and my family and were always there in my worst moments. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I will always, always, always cherish our time together. I will miss you very, very much. On a personal note, I would like to thank Darren Chan and the entire Band Booster Board for everything you did this past season, getting us through. Crazy, crazy times, but without your leadership and guidance of getting the field show together, of pushing equipment on and off the field, there's no way this could have happened. So thank you all very, very much. I'm truly going to miss those special times. To the students, keep making music. There's powerful, powerful lessons in music that you all can use to get you through the next level of your lives. I will always be there for you, regardless if I'm there or not. You know how to get a hold of me. I truly will miss our time together. Thank you so much, Homestead community, for everything you've done for me and my family for the past 2 years. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Safety first. Take care.